Let's talk about Naples' most popular resort style communities. My name is Mindy Sylvester, and I've been selling real estate in the Naples area for over 25 years. I've sold around 150 new construction homes, and I'm going to give you the scoop on comparing and contrasting some of the most popular resort communities in the area. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please just hit that subscribe button so you'll be the first to know about the latest real estate information in the area. Okay, so today we're going to talk about four of the most popular communities, which are Caymas, Isles of Collier Preserve, Valencia Sky, and Seven Shores. Now, I say this when I say all of my new construction videos because it's very important. If you are thinking of buying new construction, please contact me before you contact the builder or go to their website. Why? Because if you contact them first, then you cannot have representation. This is very important. The builder pays for our compensation. So you need an agent to represent you. And if you don't have an agent, they don't reduce that amount of compensation from your price. You don't get a better deal because you don't have an agent. So it only benefits you to have a good agent representing you so that you can make the best decisions to get the maximum return on your investment. I have been doing this for many years, and I've sold many homes in which people did not use me or an agent when they purchased, and they made decisions that largely impacted their resale value. The most important one being the lot choice. Also, the upgrades, over improving, under improving, things like that. You need an agent to represent you. This is one of the largest purchases of your life. So please, if you're thinking about new construction, contact me. I will then connect you with the agents that I work very well with that represent the builders. And we'll all work together and help you find the perfect home and get you the best possible price. Okay. So let's talk about the best resort style communities. So first, I'm going to talk about the amenities in each of these because we're talking about resort style communities. So amenities may be your most important criteria. So let's first, these are in no particular order. But let's first talk about Caymas. Caymas is probably the most luxurious amenity center of all of these. And they have a long list of amenities. So I wrote everything down to make sure I didn't forget anything. The amenity center is on 18 acres and it's 25,000 square feet. It has indoor outdoor dining, a fitness center with a yoga lawn, a golf simulator, a movie theater, tennis, pickleball, actually 6 tennis courts and 8 pickleball courts. I know that's very important to my pickleballers. Bocce, kayak launch, dog park. They have a lifestyle director full-time to coordinate activities. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait until it's open. It's not going to be open for at least another year, but it is absolutely going to be a gorgeous amenity center. It's going to rival amenity centers where people are paying thousands of dollars a year for memberships at certain clubhouses. So it's going to be beautiful. If you want pictures of the amenity center, obviously contact me. Now I'm going to be going over home styles, price ranges, fees, all of that as well. But we're starting right now with the amenities. Okay, Isles of Collier, one of my favorite neighborhoods. I have sold many homes in there. I used to live in the Isles of Collier. You feel like you're on vacation every day when you're at the Isles. It's coastal. I feel like you're at a resort. It's absolutely beautiful. So they have a beautiful clubhouse resort style with a 3,000 square foot state of the art fitness center, yoga lawn, tennis and pickleball. They have 6 tennis and 8 pickleball right now with plans to have a total of 14 pickleball courts. Now, right on the other side of the gate there is the US Open pickleball facility. It's huge. That's where they have the US Open for the pickleball every year. It's absolutely huge. I think they have like 54 or 64 courts there. So if you're a pickleball, you'll love the Isles. They have the Overlook Bar and Grill. They have bocce. They have their website says 8 miles of trails, but when I lived there, even before it was the expanded version, because they added on to the aisles, they originally, it was going to be 1,600 homes. Now it's over 1,800. But even before it was finished, I rode my bicycle in there one day, 20 miles without repeating streets and without even going to all the streets. So you can ride or walk 4 miles there. There's a kayak launch. You can kayak or canoe or paddleboard all the way to the Gulf of Mexico if you're super ambitious. It's quite a ways, but you can do it. It has a social room where they have a lot of parties. And also, there's going to be a second building where the developer had their sales center that will be turned over to the homeowners. So then the homeowners can decide what they want to do with it. Will it be another fitness center? The homeowners will vote on what they do with that. Okay, so next we have Seven Shores. Now, when I talk about Seven Shores, I also want you to keep in mind that there's a neighborhood that they built. This is a Toll Brothers community. And before this neighborhood, they built a neighborhood called Azure at Hacienda Lakes. I've sold about 35 homes in Azure, more like 5 times more than any other agent. And it's basically an identical neighborhood. There are small changes in the amenity center, but if you want something existing, contact me about Azure because they have the same products. And it's basically the identical neighborhood. There are some differences though. So just put that out there. If you like Seven Shores, you might also want to consider Azure. So Seven Shores is the smallest of all the communities. It's only about 405 homes. I think I said Isles was going to be 1,800. Valencia Sky is going to be about 800. And I think Caymas is about 800 as well. Okay, so Seven Shores is the smallest. So of course it's going to have the smallest amenity center. But you have to decide what you want. Some people really like the small communities. They like less people at the clubhouse. Some people really like the activity. So that's something that I can help you with once you tell me what kind of life you want to live and what you enjoy. So Seven Shores has a resort style pool with cabanas. They have a fitness center, a half basketball court, putting green, one tennis court, 3 pickleball courts, and sidewalks, walking trail. They do a very beautiful job. They have a library, card room, and a really pretty clubhouse. So it's a really, really, really nice community. Very quiet. Okay, so that's the amenity center. Now, I don't always have the ability to put pictures of the amenities on, especially for the ones that aren't done. They're licensed by the builder. So I can't put those on this video for you, but I can get you photos and renderings and things like that. Valencia Sky and Caymas or Seven Shores, none of those are done yet. So we only have renderings of those. Isles is done. I have a lot of videos and a lot of photos of those. Let's get to the Valencia Sky amenities. The Valencia Sky amenities are unlike anything you'll see in the area. GL Homes does an amazing job at their amenity center, which is why they have people moving from one community to the next, which is why they've sold 150 homes in such a short amount of time. So let's talk about the Valencia Sky amenities. There are a lot. I have the list. It is like a cruise ship on land. Full service restaurant, private dining room, indoor bar, poolside bar, full-time lifestyle director, grand social hall for events, performance stage, beach entry pool, resort style pool, shaded structures, lap pool with shaded covers, resistance pool, spa, steam room, salt therapy, cold plunge. I think they have a red light therapy bed too, but they don't have that on here. Hair and nail salon, wellness massage room, 24-hour fitness center, aerobics room, shaded yoga lawn, card room, arts and crafts room, cooking studio, billiards room, sports lounge, multi-sports golf simulator, dog parks, pro shop, tennis courts. There are going to be 8 pickleball courts and 3 tennis courts. They have a pro shop, okay. All right, I'm talking. They have what word am I looking for? On-site pro and sports staff. Thank you. Private lessons. shaded spectator seating areas. So basically anything you want. Again, I can't show you pictures. I will get you pictures. If you want pictures, contact me. Here is a rendering of the center. It's going to be fabulous. Here's some of the clubs and events. They have a club for everyone. No matter what your hobby is, I swear they have a club for you. Art club, yoga club, canasta club. I have to Google that. I don't know what that is. If you know what canasta is, will you just put it in the comments for me? Culinary club, card clubs, golf club, cultural club, social dance club, singles club, wine club, seasonal events, Broadway style shows, comedy nights, card game tournaments, block parties, farmers markets, bingo nights, concerts, and the list keeps growing. So basically anything you want to do at Valencia Sky. And if you were wondering what was going on during that, I was wrestling with my bulldog under my desk. So he always wins. But if you were wondering what the commotion was, I don't have time for a retake here. Okay. So I had to go with it. What can I say? He runs the house. Okay. So now let's talk about home types. So Caymas is only single family homes. There are two builders in there, Pulte and Stock. The square footages range, I hesitate on giving prices because I don't know when you're going to watch this. I could be priced out next week. The prices fluctuate. They offer incentives. They raise the prices. So right now, as of October 2025, but please contact me for up-to-date pricing. I don't know when you're going to be watching this. So prices for Caymas right now. So when you go to the builder website, it can be very confusing. Let's get real about that. They will advertise, from the 400s. Okay. Well, that's the lot, then, the base price, and then you've got the lot, then you've got the upgrades. What's the real price? That's what I'm going to give you today because it can be very deceiving. I'm going to give you real prices. So if you were to build right now in Caymas, if you bought a Pulte home, you would be right around $1 million. Now, again, this varies because this varies on which lot you pick and what upgrades you put in. You control that. So I think you could probably be under $1 million depending on which lot you pick and what upgrades you put in. Now on the MLS, they do have a single family home with a pool for around 1.3. If you're going to go to stock, you're going to be much higher. You're going to probably be in the 1.7 range. The homes go all the way up to almost $4 million. Of course, again, if you buy the most expensive lot on the lake, if you put in a lot of upgrades, you could easily be over 4 million. So a lot of that you control, but that's one of the things that I will help you with is to pick the right lot that will get you the highest rate of return for your budget. And people are very view driven here. So you might not care about a view, but if you want maximum resale, you might want to be really sure you get a good lot with a view. And of course, does it face a road? Does it back up to another house? These are all really important factors to consider when you're choosing your lot. And the lot price has a lot to do with the total price of your home. Okay, the Isles of Collier, there's no longer any new construction in there. So these homes are all finished and they are all resale. Right now, they have cottages in the high 500s. Before you buy a cottage, please contact me. Please. Okay. Villas, which are very, very popular. Both Azure, Seven Shores, and Isles of Collier have similar villas. I said both, but all three of those have very similar products called villas, which are very, very great sellers. Which are very great sellers. Oh my gosh. Is it Monday? I think it's Monday, which are very popular products that resell very well. How's that? Okay. All right. It's not as easy as it looks to do these videos sometimes. There's a lot of information going on in this head that has to go from here out of my mouth. So, all right. We're talking about the villas. So right now they are in the 700s. Most with a pool are going to be higher in the 800s. But let me tell you this. In 2022, 2023, the lowest price villa with a pool was over $1 million. So they have definitely come down in prices. There are coach homes. You want to call me about those as well. And those are starting in the 800s, going up to over a million. And for the single family homes right now, the least expensive single family pool home, or it's actually the least expensive home in all of the aisles right now, is 1.375. It does have a pool. So again, this could change later today if someone puts a new home on the market, but I'll definitely, always contact me for the most up-to-date information. Okay, Valencia Sky. Now, you can get into Valencia Sky right now, all in the low 700s. They have a move-in ready home for 722,000. No pool, decent lot, decent upgrades. You can get in there with a pool for around 800. Seven Shores is currently offering a free standard pool. You can get a villa there right now they have the lowest one listed at 541. Again, depending on incentives, you might be able to get something for a little bit less. I do love the villas. I think they're a great product. They live like a single family home. There's no one above you and no one below you. As far as the single family homes goes, you can get in there with no pool for around 700. And again, right now they are offering a free standard pool. So really great value going on right now. I don't know when you're watching this. Like I said, call me. Okay. Let's talk about fees. We're going to talk about two different things right now. We're going to talk about HOA fees and CDD fees. A CDD is a community developed district fees. To keep it simple, I'll just explain it as when the builder is developing the property, they take out a loan to build the infrastructure and the amenities, and they create a CDD, which the homeowners pay back on their tax bill. Okay. Isles of Collier and Valencia Sky do not have a CDD. Caymas and Seven Shores do have a CDD. Now, those prices vary whether or not it's a villa or single family home. For Caymas, their HOA fees, they go by lot size. So, depending on the size of the home, it gets higher. So right now the HOA fees are between $405 and $532 a month. And the CDDs are between $1687 and $2918 a year. Isles of Collier, no CDD. Their single family home HOA fees are $1834 a quarter. Now, if you have a coach home, a cottage, or a villa, those will be different because especially with a coach home, a lot of things are included in that, like the roof maintenance, things like that, roof replacement. So I won't get into all of those specifics, but like I said, you can call me, but it gives you an idea. The main association for the Isles of Collier is $1834 a quarter. For Valencia, the fees right now are $599 a month, and there's no CDD. And for Seven Shores, for the CDD, for the villas, they are $2451 a year. The Harbor Collection, which is the next, the smallest size single family homes, is $3,047 a year. The Landing Collection is $3,718 a year, and the Port Collection is $4,500 a year. So again, I know you're like, what does all that mean? Well, of course, you got to contact me, right? I'll give you all that info. So I hope that gives you enough information to kind of decide based on price range, amenities, fees, home style, home size, home price, what is best for you. And you probably need to see one or all of them. So give me a call. I will give you more information. I'll take you, I'll do videos, FaceTime, whatever you need. I got you. I got you covered. So give me a call. Let's get you more information and let's find you the perfect resort style community in Naples. So thank you so much for watching and have a great day.